Florida's history is rich and diverse, spanning from ancient indigenous cultures to its modern status as a major state in the U.S. Long before European contact. Florida was inhabited by indigenous tribes such as the Timucua, Apalachee, Calusa, and Tequesta. These groups had developed complex societies with their own traditions, trade networks, and agricultural practices. In 1513, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León became the first known European to land in Florida, naming it La Florida because he arrived during the Easter season, known as Pascua Florida in Spanish. This marked the beginning of European interest in the region. After Ponce de León's arrival, Spain attempted to colonize Florida but faced challenges from indigenous resistance and other European powers. The city of St. Augustine, founded in 1565, became the first permanent European settlement in the continental United States and served as the capital of Spanish Florida. In 1763, following the 7 Years' War, Spain ceded Florida to Britain in exchange for Havana, Cuba. The British divided Florida into East and West Florida, but their rule was relatively short-lived. Spain regained control of Florida in 1783 after the American Revolutionary War but struggled to maintain it due to declining power and pressure from American settlers. In 1821, Spain ceded Florida to the United States through the Adams-Onis Treaty. Florida became a U.S. territory, attracting settlers from across the country. The U.S. faced resistance from the Seminole tribe, leading to a series of conflicts known as the Seminole Wars. These wars were among the longest and most costly conflicts between the U.S. and Native American tribes. Florida was admitted to the Union as the 27th state on March 3, 1845. Its economy relied heavily on agriculture, particularly cotton, which was tied to slavery. Florida seceded from the Union in 1861, becoming one of the Confederate states. During the Civil War, it was a key supplier of goods to the Confederate Army, though it saw little large-scale fighting compared to other states. After the Civil War, Florida underwent Reconstruction, facing challenges in rebuilding its economy and integrating formerly enslaved people into society. The late 19th century saw significant growth in Florida's economy, driven by the expansion of railroads, the development of the citrus industry, and tourism. Florida experienced significant population growth and economic development throughout the 20th century, with several real estate booms, especially in the 1920s. However, these were followed by busts and natural disasters like hurricanes, which impacted growth. Florida played a crucial role during World War II as a training ground for soldiers and a strategic location for defense. In the latter half of the 20th century, Florida continued to grow rapidly, becoming a hub for tourism, retirement communities, and international trade. The state is known for its diverse population, with significant Latin American and Caribbean influences, particularly in cities like Miami. In recent decades, Florida has become a key battleground state in U.S. presidential elections, reflecting its growing political and economic importance.